together, all sitting at circle time. Hi, and welcome to an inclusive group time or circle time. My name is Pina, and today with my colleague Rebecca, we're going to be featuring equipment that is found in the CISS equipment room and can be borrowed by your programs to enhance your group time or circle time. Sitting is a really hard thing to do. It requires a lot of muscles. It requires your core muscles in your back, in your neck, your shoulders. For some children, though, that may not be developed. Sitting requires you to focus. But if you have some sensory processing difficulties, then you may be distracted by noises or movement of other children or being brushed against another child. And so we're going to highlight some equipment that can help those children who may have difficulty sitting and attending at circle time. When we meet children's needs, we reduce challenging behaviors and we increase participation at group time.
For most children, having something to define where they sit is really helpful. We recommend that you have either a foam mat, a placemat, a carpet square, or something else that helps kids know exactly where to sit. They might have a picture of themselves on the mat or not. Maybe they've personalized it somehow. Maybe it's their favorite color. Something tells them this is where I sit at circle. The next step up for some children is very similar. It's called the move and sit. The move and sit cushion gives you a little extra for those kids who need to know where to sit and what to do when they're sitting. The move and sit, a child can sit on here and get the movement that he or she needs to stay focused and to have that extra proprioceptive input to keep them alert and interested at circle time. The wedge cushion is another variation of a piece of equipment that we have in our library. Like the move and sit, it's nice and textured on the top, and it's literally a blue wedge that a child sits on. It helps position them in an upright position. Again, it provides that kind of movement that's possible on the move and sit. Pina, some of the children that we support have low muscle tone. What can we do for those children? What pieces of equipment can we bring to our circle or group time to support children like that?
Yes, Rebecca, we do. I'm going to first introduce this Swivel Chair. It has a nice sturdy back and a comfy cushion, and for the child with low muscle tone, it really gives them that support. When the child who has low muscle tone is not using all their muscles and energy to try to keep themselves upright, they can really focus now at group time. The other thing I like about the Swivel Chair is I use it myself when I have to sit on the floor for a long period of time. And I have noticed when I visit programs that many educators use them as well during sleep time as they're having to sit near children and help them fall asleep. The scoop chair also offers support to the child. And in addition to that, it rocks back and forth. So for the child who needs more vestibular input or movement, they can rock themselves back and forth and feel supported. And Rebecca, who doesn't like a beanbag chair? This is great for the child who can be easily distracted, feels anxious, or just needs to feel really grounded. It supports the entire body. It gives that deep pressure to all the muscles in the body. The child can really settle in and feel well supported in this chair. Research also tells us that beanbag chairs really are useful for children who do experience anxiety. It has a very calming effect and helps them self-regulate. So this is another good piece of furniture to add to your calm down space.
Another piece of equipment that we have in our equipment library is the donut ball chair. This is a perfect thing for the active child who needs a lot of movement, and it can also be used for a smaller child with low muscle tone, because you can pop them right into the opening, the center of the donut, which provides a spot for their bottom and a bit of support for the rest of their torso. We also have a peanut ball in our equipment room, and the peanut ball is like a very large rubbery peanut. The child who needs a lot of movement would simply straddle the ball, sit down and on it, and that would provide some really lovely movement opportunities. Another piece of equipment that we have in our library is the Bilabo Chair. The child actually sits right in here and can move around while being relatively in place at circle time. Provides lots of great sensory input, provides a lot of kids just exactly what they need to stay seated and stay attentive at circle time. A swivel chair, you've probably seen them at IKEA, are the ones that kids can move in. Again, gives them lots of back support, lots of space to call their own. Sometimes they come with the closure where they can actually tune out and just listen with their ears and not be distracted by what's around them. For some children, it's the perfect solution to staying at circle and not being overstimulated. The corner chair is for children who need a lot of back support, need a pummel between their legs so that they don't scooch forward, and need to have a secure system where they can sit and be upright and supported for circle activities. One last piece of equipment that we have also that's very good for movement is the wobble tee. And the wobble tee could be used at the table or at the carpet to provide movement for children who need that extra sensory input while trying to stay focused.
To facilitate the success of your group time, CISS has a variety of equipment that your child care program can borrow. If you're interested, please contact your resource consultant. Thank you for watching. Until next time.